Hi guys, welcome back to the Oasis Healing Temple. So for today's reading, I wanted to tune into the sun and see what information wants to come through. We've had all these eclipses and lots of solar flares. So I wanted to take a look at your energies and see what information is coming in from the Divine Sun here. If there's any upgrades, downloads, insights, clarity, anything that the sun can offer up for today during the reading. So I've already pre-selected the piles, and I've had to kind of cover them up with these hearts because each of the females, which is pretty wild that three feminine energies wanted to come forward for the three piles, but they were all kind of, in their divine beauty. So for pile number 1, we have Gaia, the card number 5 with SunStone. For pile number 2, we have Moonlight Goddess, and that is with the Golden Healer. And for pile number 3, we have Eternal Dance, and that is with Citrine. Alright, so have a look at the cards as best you can. You may be drawn to the gemstones or even the words that are on the front of the cards. We have card number 5, card number 2, and card number 19. You may be drawn in by the numbers as well. If you need more time to meditate, just pause the video. The timestamps are going to be listed in the description box below, and I'll see you all at your readings. Welcome to your reading, pile number 1. You guys were drawn to the Gaia card and the SunStone crystal. And so immediately with the image on the card and the number 5, there's a lot of change, there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of shifting taking place in your inner world and your outer world. And we have this being, this woman, she has branches that are going up into the heavens and branches that are going low. And I feel like you are learning to form a channel, a bridge, a connection between the outer world and the inner world. And you're starting to connect the dots. I feel like you are seeing how your inner belief systems, the patterns that you hold within your heart and in your mind, or noticing the patterns in your life and how they're contributing to what you experience. And we have this third eye, so I feel like you're about to see things from a different perspective. You're getting this illumination coming in where you're going to start seeing things in a whole different way. And we have wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual understanding, and you're going to understand that everything that has occurred in your life has served purpose and served a meaning, and that everything that you've been through is part of your evolution and your journey. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be grounding these higher perspectives, maybe connecting more to your heart center here. Yeah, like heart expansion, heart healing. Oops, gotta keep that on there. Oh, that's right. You had 2 cards come out. So you have the card of liberation. Nice. Breaking free from negative attachments, card number 27. So yeah, you're going to be seeing things from a whole different perspective, and it's going to help you break free from anything that's been holding you back, any old perspectives, old patterns and belief systems. You are liberating yourself from being held down or feeling like you're stuck, that you can't move forward, that you're limited in any kind of way. Yeah, and you're just going to be able to free yourself from the past, I feel. Letting go of something. All right, let's see what we have. We have the 9 of water. Okay. So yeah, you're being asked to tune into your heart. This is heart healing, listening to your intuition, being guided. There's a lot of higher perspective, a lot of heart healing here. Seeing things from your heart space. learning to nurture yourself and love yourself more, filling your own cup, seeing your own light, maybe seeing yourself from your heart space here, learning to love, to nurture you and appreciate you, seeing yourself in a higher light. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be communicating more with your guides. They're going to help you shift your perspective. Ooh, nice. And you have the Four of Fire. Wow. So we have the masculine and feminine energies coming out here with the as above, so below energy. Finding that balance within the heart and the mind. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be some perspective shifting, definitely. Maybe there's something you've been focusing on. Or maybe, you know, with the fire here, sometimes our perspectives can come from an ego place of mind. Ooh, I forgot to turn off your music. Yeah, so definitely working on shifting your perspective and seeing things from a higher point of view. With it, it almost appears to be, you know, an eagle or a hawk. No, it's a hawk. But I'm getting like the phoenix energy from this, like rising from the ashes, shifting, you know, old versions of yourself and rising up from the ashes. And also what's coming through here is there's something perhaps that you've been focusing on, some type of vision. It could be a manifestation actually. And you are freeing yourself from any limitations that you perceive may be obstacles in the way, you know. Keep following your heart and focusing on this manifestation. Take what resonates. There's a couple messages coming through, but yeah, some of you may have been too much in the mind space and being asked to come into your heart to bring in that healing to help you shift your perspective. Ooh, we got emotions coming through. All right. So sometimes our emotions, you know, they come from a past place of our wounds and our pains. And if we haven't found healing in our past and in our experience and found new perspective and ways to heal and grow and shift them, they become patterns that resurface again in our adulthood. So, but I feel like you are learning how to master your emotions and how to shift your focus from feeling any type of lack or abandonment or sadness or pain or even anger. I feel like you have been working very, very hard to liberate yourself from the past and been focusing on your healing and learning to trust your intuition and trust your heart and heal your heart and achieving that balance of heart and mind here. I feel like, yeah, you're going through a process of transformation and restoring that balance between the masculine and feminine energies of heart and mind and learning to find that balance within. And that's going to help you with this liberation. Let's see what's going to come in from all that. Oh, we got the Frog and Prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop onto this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. Ooh, nice. So yeah, you know, with the frogs are born in one element of water, and then they evolve and grow into being able to walk onto land. So that is this transformation. You are coming out of the water. Sorry guys, I had to pause the video. My kids just stepped on my dog's tail. Okay, so yeah, we have the frog, and frogs evolve out of the water to walking on the land. So I feel like you are coming out of a healing cocoon that you may have been in, where you are releasing yourself from old attachments, old belief systems, and finding and restoring balance and healings to your heart. And so now you have sustained the spiritual awareness and understanding, and now it's time for you to transform and to evolve into something new. And we have this abundance and good fortune that's awaiting you. We have orca whale, adventure, dare to do things differently, sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams, attempt the great journey with confidence, be loyal, friends and family are your treasures, be brave, you are more powerful than you know. Oh, I love that. So it's so funny we have these creatures that are coming through with this water. I feel like you are tuning in to your divine flow, to that feminine energy, centering your reading here. You're about to go on some kind of new adventure, a whole new beginning for you, where you're able to manifest your dreams. And we have travel here, so some of you are going to be moving, some of you are going on a journey. Some of you may be meeting up with your soul tribe or other like-minded souls. Yeah, I feel like you are somebody who's very unique as well. With Sing Your Wild Song, you are somebody who is here to bring in a lot of change and shifts onto the planet here with the liberation, bringing that new energy, that higher vibration of love and healing. You're not somebody who, tends to fit in or follow the trends or anything like that. Like, you're a trailblazer, I feel. We have sensitive. Okay. Yeah, you're a very sensitive person. With the Pisces. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this is the accumulation. You're a very wise being. You aren't afraid to go within and do the healing work. You're not afraid to listen to your emotions and understand your emotions. You understand the emotions of others. You're a very giving, kind, spiritual person, very in tune with the spiritual realms. Yeah, you're not afraid of your emotions. Yeah, and the Pisces is the accumulation of all the lessons learned. Yeah, you've been on the journey. And you have freed yourself from some cyclic pattern. Oh yeah, we have the past coming out. Yeah, I feel like you have mastered, yourself. With the 33 here, that's a master number, self-mastery. Learning to tune into the emotions. Yeah, and the wisdom that comes from the divine feminine, from being in touch with the emotional body. Allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to be loved, to be nurtured. Yeah, that's been definitely a quest. You are the foundation with Howlite. Interesting. Look at that. Look at these new roots. Yeah, that healing of the past, these old programs, these old structures and belief systems. You've brought that healing in. And you are the foundation of the new beginnings, of new life. You're here to bring in that energy here to the planet. Let me look this Howlite card up here. You are the foundation, says Howlite. Let me see. Soft is not a word usually used to describe a stone, but it suits Howlite just right. She whispers to your monkey mind, shh, come back to center, sit in stillness. It's not that Howlite wants you to curl back into bed with a cup of chamomile tea and call your day done. Quite the opposite. Howlite knows that your projects and adventures, your conversations and relationships will slide into flow and synchronicity when you yourself are unruffled. You are the foundation. Come from your center, undistracted by excess aggravation and random irritations. This is where your power lies. there's a still point within you. How light advises, allow yourself to sink into it. Okay. So you're being asked to stay in your center and hold your focus. You know, you are the foundation. Nobody can shake you off of your foundation unless you allow them to. You know, this is having complete sovereignty, personal will, a sense of strong boundaries to protect yourself. You are the one who allows the energy into your energy field. You can decide who is allowed in your inner circle, who needs to have healthy boundaries put in place so that they aren't, you know, taking advantage of you, rocking you off of your center here, disrupting you with their, you know, their fears, which can happen sometimes. It's okay to, you know, empathize with others and understand that they're also on their healing path and their healing journey, and their path to self-discovery is their own. We can, if they ask for help, you can offer up some advice, but, you know, like, to each is their own journey of learning and understanding. But yeah, you have healed through a lot, you've overcome a lot, and these light codes that are coming in are reminding you to stay in your truth, into your solid rooted connection, into your spiritual understandings, tapping into your heart space, keeping that balance between the masculine and feminine energies, allowing your emotions to flow, allow yourself to be guided on the journey towards your abundance, towards your happiness, towards your fulfillment. We have this cup that's overflowing, and this, like, I guess it's tea. I'm not sure what's flowing into the cup. It kind of looks like honey in my perspective, and I would love for it to be honey, because honey is like, you know, this beautiful golden nectar. It's so healing. It has so many positive energies. It's like gold. Gold from nature, from Mother Nature, you know, from all the work, from all of the bees, from the accumulation of the year's work, you know, that's that gold, that achievement here. And I feel like you have achieved a lot, and these blessings are about to pour into your life. Your cup's about to be overflowing. Just stay focused and hold on to your center here. We have intuitive insights. You are receiving powerful intuitive insights. Follow them. All right, so you're going to be being guided by number 1. And look at this flow of information, this flow of energy coming into you. So we have that twice here. You're going to be receiving spiritual downloads, more insights, more understanding, feeling more connected to your guides, more healed in your heart space, more balance between your masculine and feminine energies. Feel like you're going to be tuning into your psychic senses here, learning when to flow, when to act, when to focus, when to set healthy boundaries, when to nurture yourself, when to rest, etc. We have the luminous one, illumination. That's beautiful coming in for you. And I feel like this is like the sun itself coming through in this card here. And it says, lighten up, you are a beautiful being of light. It is time to shine your light. You are a luminary. See, and she has this balance between the masculine and feminine energies and speaking with truth. So I feel like some of you are definitely going to be discovering your truth, your authentic self. You are somebody who is very, very bright. You are a light for others. You're meant to be a guide for others, whether you realize it or not. You speak truth. You are somebody who takes action when spirit moves you, you know, and you are here to be a guide for others. Believe it or not, you're here to share your truth, to share your insight, your perspective, and how you overcome your situation. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be helping other people learn how to fill their own cup. Look at that, beautiful. Yeah, there's so many perspectives. Look at this light. You are being definitely watched and protected by your spiritual guides. Illumination. Yeah, illumination coming through here. You're going to be able to see things from such a high perspective. And that solar energy, you know, that is a very bright light helping you to illuminate the spiritual within the physical world here. You know, see the spiritual within the physical. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is always being divinely guided. And I feel like you are stepping into this a new cycle where you're going to be illuminated, and you're being asked to hold this light for Mother Gaia, to bring this light to the earth, and to hold that light within your own frequency, within your own body, right? You are a beautiful being of light, and you are a vessel to hold this beautiful light. You are a channel to bring in this healing energy, to illuminate the darkness for others as well, to illuminate your own consciousness, your subconscious, the things that are hidden in the dark. Make sure that you take time out to rest and nurture yourself as this light comes in, because sometimes it can be very heavy. You have the guineas sounding off here. Protect yourself, you know, from lower vibrational frequencies, because your vibration is rising. And sometimes when we get these downloads of light, sometimes it can be a little heavy to process, because we're trying to funnel in all this information into a tiny little, you know, vessel. So make sure that you're taking time out to nurture yourself, to fill your cup, to take care of your body and everything, whatever it needs. Trust that you are definitely being guided. Your light body is being activated, and your beliefs, your internal structure, the way that you perceive things are going to start transforming, and you're going to start to see those shifts here on the earth plane. Alright, let's see what your final card is. Ooh, you have the Ancient One with Wisdom. It says, be present, watch, listen, feel, learn. Catch Spirit's teachings and be wise. I love that you have the owl coming out, because the owl is able to see things, to see in the dark, to perceive the light in the dark. They follow their intuition. Yeah, look at the spiritual download that's coming in for you. There's this third eye activation where you're going to be seeing things from that higher perspective, like I was saying. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of blessings coming in for you, pile number one, I feel. Yeah, you're just going to be able to pierce through these old patterns and see them for what they are. You can have such illumination on the past. I mean, there's a lot of wisdom coming through where you understand the pattern. You understand why things have happened the way they have. You know, with Pisces, it's the accumulation of all the experiences and the cultivation of, you know, all of your lessons learned. And you've learned to follow your heart, to do things from the heart space and the trust, and to practice self-love. Yeah, there's this beautiful light that's opening up within you, pile number one. Trust in the divine, trust that you are guided, trust that you yourself are wise, and that you will be able to perceive the truth. And this is a great responsibility that you're being given, to share your wisdom with others, to share your insights, to share what the journey has been like for you, and how you overcome, you know, your path, how you liberated yourself, how you freed yourself from being trapped in this matrix of illusion and deception. You are somebody who is freed yourself and found that balance within. And you're about to go on a new adventure. There's a new beginning, awakening for you. Yeah, lots of new insights, lots more downloads and more information coming in from your higher self. I feel there's going to be a lot more perspective, spiritual gifts coming in even. Okay, let me get you a final message from Source. Not this one. Let's get a specific deck that I'm looking for. There we go. Okay, final message for pile number 1 to close the reading. Final messages from the Sun. You have a lot of things illuminating for you on the path. Okay, oh wow, we have unconditional love. My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. All right, look at that heart opening and expansion. Okay, pile number 1, this was your reading. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Just let me know pile number 1 was your reading. If you feel like sharing your story, I would love to read them below. Thank you so much for being here. I'd love to have you back for future readings. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Welcome, pile number 2. You guys were drawn to the Moonlight Goddess and the Golden Healer Crystal. And pile number 2, you were drawn to card 2. And I feel like there is, you know, the number 2 relates to partnership, harmony, and balance. So there may be some aspect of relationship healing that needs to take place for you. It says repressed emotions, healing, and reflection. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be something that is illuminated for you. Something, some old pattern, maybe something that's unconscious that you're unaware of, that has you attracting potential, you know, relationships that aren't necessarily, you know, healing and loving and kind. Yeah, I feel like you, this individual has their hands kind of behind their back, so I feel like there may be a little bit of insecurity within, maybe of how you're seen, of who you are. Maybe there's a little bit of guilt or shame associated with this. I'm not sure. Let's keep going and see what other information wants to come through. A choice. Okay. So you're being given a choice to repeat the patterns of the past or to move forward on a different path by understanding and bringing healing to the past. Yeah, you're being offered a chance to liberate yourself here, to move forward, to eliminate any of those stuck, rigid patterns that you've been in. I feel like there's been a cycle that's been repeating in your life, and there's an opportunity to cleanse and to heal and to see things from a different perspective and to eliminate your fears, to eliminate your shadows, and see things from a different perspective, to see the truth of the situation so that you can heal and transform and move forward. Okay, we have, that's wild, we have the One of Air. Yeah, there's this new beginning coming in for you. You're being offered a new beginning, a new chance to see things from a different way, to heal. Yeah, there's a lot of downloads and light codes that are coming in to offer this wisdom for you. You're being offered this choice to see things from a higher perspective, to see the wisdoms, to see the truth of the situation. light code there. We have Destiny. Ooh, the Destiny card. Wow. So what you're being offered is something that's going to manifest your destiny, to bring it to light. Look, we have the sun here in this portal. So through this healing, through this change, you're being offered a chance to step into your destiny, to take a new path, a new beginning, and to take what is being offered to you and to see things from this higher perspective. Look at this beautiful, I guess that one's an eagle. And we have the snake, this transformation, this letting go of the past and choosing a different path for yourself. It's going to lead you to your destiny, to your heart's desire. What it is that you want to create for yourself. It's going to help you grow. It's going to help you move forward. Yeah, so this choice is an offering to help you shift, grow, to heal, to restore balance within with this 2 of air here, to shift your perspective. And I feel like this is to bring balance, to restore the balance, the karmic balance. So yeah, I feel like you are a starseed. You are somebody from the angelic realms, the higher planes. You came down here to bring in healing, to shift the old patterns. You came with light codes that's part of your destiny, but it's to shift the duality, to find the center, to find the balance, to restore karmic justice here. To work with the unseen realms, to bring the spiritual to the physical. Yeah, I feel like you're a very wise old soul, pile number 2. You come from the higher realms. You have a lot of wisdom. Yeah, I feel like you are an ancient being, and you have mastered the 3D, the duality, and there's something that you're meant to bring forth during this eclipse. Yeah, you're going to be stepping into your destiny. This eclipse is like jumping you on the path of activating your soul purpose here, like your reason for incarnating. That's amazing. We have the sea otter with happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Ooh. Okay. So you're here to bring in some balance. And I love, okay, so sea otters, you know, and we have the puffins on here. This is about relationship here, right? And having that healthy relationship with ourselves, with others, within our partnerships. And you're being asked to, you know, engage in more fun activities, to release any expectations that you have, to let go, surrender, to be in the flow, right? These animal guides here, they mate for life. So this is like commitment. Know that you are, I feel like this is in your cards, is to have happiness, to have family, to have people who are committed to you as an individual, but as well as the commitment to, you know, stepping into your destiny. And choosing happiness and love versus fear and doubt and worry. Yeah, so With this offering, you're being asked to step into your destiny, to see things from that higher point of view, to balance your perspective, and to invoke more love and happiness into your heart and your mind, and to see things from that higher perspective, to enjoy every day, to take each moment as it comes, you know, have hope and love in your heart. Let go of any worries, let go of any fears that you may have about the future. It's surrendering and going with the flow and trusting that your destiny of love, companionship, partnership is assured. Okay, you're not here to be alone. And we have the 2 coming out here again. So we have 2, 2, 2. Lots of partnership, lots of love. Stop worrying about everything. Everything is working out as it's supposed to. Trust that you are on the right path. Think positive. Shift your perspective with the way that you see things. We have hummingbird with miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Look at that. You have happiness coming out and miracles, right? So you're being offered this miracle, this seed of transformation, to have faith, to flow, to trust that your destiny will manifest, that it is here, that it is within your heart. Stay balanced in your heart. Trust that you are being guided. Go with the flow. Be in the present moment. Know that miracles happen every single day, and trust in the synchronicities. We have midheaven, the pinnacle. Woohoo! This is that achievement, you know. Achieving the goal. Coming home to yourself. Coming home to your divinity here. Ooh, and look, we have the sun coming through here. So like the solar flares are going to be helping you achieve your destiny, like what you came here for, what you chose to incarnate for, your purpose, your reason for incarnating, for everything that you've been through. Yeah, your success. That's amazing. Let me see what else we have. Immerse with Cancer and cross-pollinate with Gemini. Okay. So part of your destiny is to connect to the inner realms, to your intuition, and to connect to the inner world and communicate with spirit. Like you are a channel for spiritual energies, and you're here to communicate wisdom and guidance, love, communicate from the higher realms to the physical realm. You know, we have the guineas sounding off in the background here. There's an aspect of communication within you, communication between the masculine and feminine, to communicate between the spiritual and the physical realms, and to restore that balance. That is part of your purpose and your destiny here. You hold this light code within you. And you're being offered this choice to step onto the path of your destiny, which holds lots of happiness and miracles of joy coming in for you. Lots of positivity, lots of love. But it's stepping into your authenticity here. We have energy soars on your shining wings, and we have these angelic wings here. You are a light worker. You come from the higher realms. Some of you may relate and resonate to the angelic realms, to the dragon realms, star seeds, Native American energies coming out here as well. Choose what resonates for you. Yeah, with the light workers and the bees and everything, you are here to bring in information from the higher realms. This is part of your destiny, is to channel and communicate these energies, to be in flow, to trust in divine synchronicity. This is part of your purpose. Yep, if you're somebody who's very sensitive, there may be some, because we have repressed emotions, there may be some purging and cleansing of old energies that you may be holding on to, that may come from a place of lack or not feeling good, or the way that you express yourself, you know, and learning to let that go, the way that you communicate. Maybe you have a suppressed throat chakra where you are maybe hiding yourself, hiding your light. Maybe there's a little bit of fear from the past about that, about being seen or being heard. And those could be the energies that are healing, so that you can step into this beautiful blessing and offering that's coming in for you. We have lessons in blood with almandine garnet. Yeah, I feel like there is something in your DNA, something from your past that may have kept you suppressed from making this choice, from stepping into your light, to stepping into your destiny. And I feel like you have healed some kind of karmic cycle. Karmic justice is coming in for you, pile number 2. It's restoring the balance. And you are the one who came here. You came with that seed of love to heal your family tree here. And I feel like you have incarnated many, many, many cycles. You've learned so many lessons. And now your fruit is coming in. Your blessings, your harvest is about to come in from all the work that you have been through. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I was getting that feeling when I saw all these, this is like the pinnacle of success, right? How many times you've been incarnated and how many times you've been reaching for the top, you know, and claiming victory over each lifetime of each lesson. And you have attained a certain level of self-mastery here. And you should be very proud of yourself, of how far you've come and everything that you've been through. And you have healed and transmuted so much work, so many lessons, so much fear, even repressed, feeling like you're not allowed to communicate or to share or to be seen, because I was feeling that one come out about your light, hiding your light, like you don't feel safe to shine your light or to speak your truth even. Okay, let's see. Balance and harmony. Wow, you have so much balance coming out for you. Inner balance amplifies intuition. Stay in harmony with yourself. Look at that. Stay on the balanced path, you know, staying away from the this or that type energy, or, you know, it's holding on to being in your center. And I feel like with this balance and harmony, it's just more confirmation that all the hard work that you've done, everything that you've put in, is transforming, and it's bringing in your blessings. It's bringing in that time of happiness, of joy, of shared, you know, relationships. Because we even have, you know, this communication with other, you know, species, even with the sea otters and these puffins. And I feel like this is the emotional body and the mental body, and they have found that balance within. You have created that balance. You've created that harmony within your own heart and mind. And they are allies. They're working together. So it's not a this or that anymore. It is a unified energy within your own being, this unification. That's where this cross-pollinate communication comes from. The heart and the mind are in solid communication with one another. They are centered in the heart, and you easily communicate and express your thoughts and your emotions now. You have healed and learned how to express yourself and to express your truth, your authenticity, by learning to nurture your emotions and mother yourself, but also setting those healthy boundaries and being more secure and authentic with who you are. It is not easy. Pile number 3. Wow, we have Ascended Master Sananda, which is another incarnation of Yeshua, Jesus. You are the vessel for the powers of divine love, devotion, compassion, and forgiveness. That's beautiful. Stay centered in your heart space here, because your heart is blooming. We have all these petals that are lighting up. So it's definitely a heart activation here for you. Of feeling secure in your truth, feeling balanced and centered in your heart space. This is a high frequency master, and so I feel like you have attained that unconditional love within yourself, that acceptance, the compassion that you have, and it's expanding your awareness, expanding your consciousness, and you have liberated yourself from the past and transformed so many lessons in your life. Yeah, I feel like you are definitely being initiated into another level of experience, you know, of greater love in your life, of greater happiness and blessings to come in for you. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pile number 2. Pile number 2. Okay. Alright, let me get you a few more final messages, but definitely receiving a lot of healing, pile number 2, and you're stepping onto a path of abundance and happiness and balance, because you have achieved that within your own being. You've healed from all of these emotions and repressions of the past, from any of these ancestral karmic cycles that you've been in. You have brought healing to many, many generations. And now it's at the point of your life where you're about to step onto into your destiny, into the path of your purpose here, your divine purpose. Okay, let's see what else we have. Final messages for pile number 2. They've done so much healing. They have found stability and balance. Healed partnerships within the heart and the mind. Okay, you got 2 messages come out. So the first one says attention. I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hardworking. And I feel like this is you to a T, pile number 2. This is who you are. You listen to your heart, and you take time to nurture and understand your own emotions, and you give hope, you give illumination, you give understanding to any fears or to any doubts or worries, and you just don't allow the lower vibrations to dictate and control you anymore. Like they just can't take up resonance. You know that everything comes from source, from spirit. Everything is divinely created and manifested from a place of love, and all that exists is love. It's not just it's not light and dark. You have found a place to create that unity within your own being. You know that anything that comes from the dark is coming from a place of love, because it's wanting healing, and it's there to teach us and to guide us, and for us to illuminate our fears and to understand them and bring them to full consciousness. You know, it's healing the subconscious mind, going within the darkness and transmuting any fears that we have, and bringing our light, our love, our wisdom into those places of our psyche. And you have done that. You've paid attention, and you've gone within, and you have brought your healing love to those spaces. Alright, and you have faith. I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present and have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe. Beautiful. Keep holding on to your faith. Know that you are always being guided to your success, to your destiny. Stay balanced. Stay on the center path. Focus on the present moment. Pay attention to any signs and synchronicities, because you are always loved. Your guides are always with you. Enjoy each day, pile number 2. Stay in that heart space. Be sensitive to the signs and synchronicities. You're always being communicated to. So I'm so happy for you, pile number 2. Happiness awaits. Abundance and miracles await for you. You're stepping onto your divine path, to your destiny is awaiting you. You've done a lot of healing, and it's time for you to, just enjoy life. You've done so much work. You've done so much healing on yourself. So congratulations to you, pile number 2. All right, you guys, this is the end of your reading. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. If you feel like sharing your story, or just let me know pile number 2 resonated with you. I'm sending out lots of love. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Welcome to your reading, pile number 3. You guys were drawn to the card of Eternal Dance with the Citrine crystal and card number 19. And it says movement, wheel of life, and path of least resistance. So I feel like some of you may feel like you're stuck. You're not sure where to go or what to do. Maybe you've been in a holding pattern and you're not quite aware of where to begin, what to do. We have card number 19, and that reduces down to a 10. So you're at the end of a cycle and you're about to begin a new one. So, and you're being asked to follow your heart, the path of least resistance. What feels the best, listening to the heart space and doing something that's not, I want to say the easiest, you know what I mean, but within your own heart space, what feels best to you, what feels good. And it's not something that's coming from the logical mind. It needs to come from the heart space. What feels best to you? So lots of changes and shifts coming in for you. It's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one for you. Okay. Alright, so that's what it is. Alright, we have the Owl and Magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Beautiful. So here's some perspective for you. Choose to follow the path because you can. Follow the truth because you can. So this is asking you to open up your mind, see things from a different perspective. See through the illusion of where you feel trapped. Why do you feel this way? What's holding you back? And it's something from the past. There's an old perspective that you have that's preventing you from stepping onto this new path, from achieving your goals, your dreams, your wishes, whatever that may be. We have the Penguin with authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations and just be yourself. Okay, this is what it means about following the path of least resistance. It's being true to yourself. What feels good to you. Not doing something to people please or to win the approval of others. It is doing things because it's what feels good in your heart. Whatever, if it's a job, if it's a relationship, a career choice, it's following your highest truth, your inner compass, what feels good to you, what, it's honoring your own personal truth here. That's what you're being asked to do, is just be yourself, to follow your own path. We have Fox and Clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Okay, so with Fox energy is about using what you have in your immediate environment to create change. And it can be sudden shifts. It doesn't have to be, you don't want to just up and leave your career before you have something in place. You don't want to leave yourself in a situation where you can't make your ends meet. You don't want to put yourself in a situation that's dangerous or harmful or anything like that. But it's using what is around you in your environment, what do you have immediate access to that can help you start walking towards this path, your own path, to your destiny, to the life that you want to be living. Even if it's with this partnership, you know, what steps can you take to get you, you know, maybe communicating with this individual, or are there patterns within when you're in your own heart and in your own mind that prevent you from seeing your own worth, seeing your own value, seeing your potential, you know, and it's breaking free from those patterns and belief systems and being true and honoring your truth. Oh, we have body and mind. Okay, so I feel like this is where the disconnect is. The heart wants something that the mind is telling you might not be, you know, accessible or achievable or logical, and it's learning to find that balance between the heart and mind, because the mind can provide insight and show us where we need to act or set healthy boundaries, where we need to apply our wisdom. But our body, our emotions, if we have, you know, things from the past that are unresolved, and we have emotions that are repressed and unhealed, that can also keep us trapped from being able to move forward, you know, because they're belief systems that need to be addressed, because they are very outdated and they're holding us back, because there's beliefs that you have about yourself or about life or about your potential and possibilities that prevent you from achieving goals, from you standing in your authenticity, because there's something that's preventing you from moving forward or seeing and believing in the potentials and the possibilities. It's like your younger self, whatever experiences you had in your youth, they are what's holding you back, is those perspectives that need shifting, they need evolving, they need to be, you know, matured. So, and given that wisdom that you now have as an adult version of yourself, that wisdom needs to be shared with the younger version of you so that you can evolve your emotions and step into your true authentic self. And that comes from doing some shadow work, you know, and addressing your fears so that you can be more authentically you, you know, taking off the mask. Maybe in the past you felt like you had to, in order to fit in with everyone, you had to act a certain way or dress a certain way, behave a certain type of way, and it may prevent you from seeing your authentic self or expressing yourself authentically because you're afraid that you're not going to be liked, or, you know, what you have to offer doesn't have as much meaning or sustenance, you know. And it's understanding that that came from a child's point of view and a child's experience, and that's the area where you need to enter to bring in this healing wisdom, where you can enlighten that version of yourself and bring that healing. Yeah, like I said, it could be something that comes from your childhood, and you need to comfort yourself and love that version of yourself and heal the heart wound, so that you can be more balanced in the heart and mind body here. All right, we have the 8 of Fire. Yeah, I feel like you have this passion within you, something that you're dying to set free. You know, there's something in your heart that you're very passionate about. We have 3 of Fire. There's a journey awaiting you, a new beginning, a new experience. Yeah, like I was saying with the 10, that's the end of an old cycle and the beginning of something new, where you step into your power, where you start illuminating the fears, and you start seeking and going on a quest to find who you really are, to find your truth, to discover your truth, to activate your destiny here, that higher timeline. You have like everything you need is within you, pile number 1. Or pile number 3, sorry. Ooh, look. Yeah, you have all of these, all the potential in the world to create and to manifest your goals and your dreams. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to trust yourself. Know that you have, you know, everything around you, everything within you. Act on whatever, you know, tools you can use, whatever is in your immediate environment. Like I was saying, what is something you can do today to start moving you forward in this direction, and taking one step at a time, setting aside some part during every day to plan, to you know, implement something new, to create some kind of shift or change, you know, if it's creating something or whatever the project may be. Let's say you're wanting to start a website, you know, for selling t-shirts or whatnot. You know, you can start implementing your ideas and start putting them on the paper. You know, what are some of your what's your logo look like? What are your t-shirts going to look like? You know, what's the material going to be? What do you want your website to look like? You know, those type of things. What do you want to offer on this website? What are the tools? What are your, you know, there's so many things you could start working towards, you know, and spending a little bit of time each day to start getting you forward, moving towards that ultimate goal, okay? Holding on to your vision, holding on to your dreams, and start implementing it. Come out of the mind and get into the body, into the present moment. What can I do? What actions can I take to move me forward to this idea that I have? Ooh, we have vision. Okay, yes. You have all the tools, everything within you to start implementing this vision, this idea that you have, this spark, this passion. This heart, what we have would be soft and listen. Okay. Blue topaz. I feel like that's definitely a throat chakra here. Listening to your truth. Spend more time going within and listening to your intuition. Pile number 1, listen to your heart. Trust in the guidance that's being offered to you. Trust in your guides to be guiding you. Trust in the path that you're moving forward to your destiny here. And abundance awaits you. Don't allow, you know, your doubt or your fear to deter you from this path, from this experience, from creating your dreams. Oops. Okay, this one wanted to come through here. One step at a time, I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment, the current task. Thus, I regain my ease of living. I love that. That came through. Confirmation here. It's taking one step at a time, like I was saying. What's going to get me closer to that mountain? You know, and no matter what it is, it's forward movement, okay? Everything's getting you closer to your dream, to that manifestation, to that destiny that you want. Listen to your inner guides, right? You're always being guided, and know when to act and when it's time to listen, to pause, to reflect, to what is it called when we you know, brainstorm. Get still, brainstorm some ideas on what's going to get you closer to creating this manifestation, to creating this idea, this passion, this dream that you have for yourself here. It's that forward movement. So there's definitely a new beginning for you. What do we have? Ooh, journey within. Your inner world holds the key. Begin your path by looking within. Okay. Definitely confirmation and seeing this is the path that awaits you here. It's the path the journey of self-discovery, of authenticity. Who are you really? You know, and how can you be more authentic to yourself? How can you be more connected to yourself and your truth, and not being afraid to express your truth, to express this gift, this talent that you have, or this dream that you have, whatever it is that you want to bring into manifestation. This is the journey you're about to go on. Find, going within and learning where does the doubt, where does the fear originate from, and bringing that healing, nurturing energy into those spaces so that you can feel more confident and more empowered to create from a space of inner knowing and trusting that this is what you are meant to be creating, because it comes from your heart space. It's creating from a heart. And when you create from the heart, you're going to be abundant, you're going to be successful. Oh, we have Mama Gaia, nurture. Your body and your life are the temples of your soul. Love them completely so that you may flourish. Look at that. I feel like this is you. You have something to offer the earth, something that needs to be shared with others, and it comes from your heart space. It's, something that you enjoy doing. And that's why you're going to be successful, because it comes from a place of love. And you just have to know what it is that you're wanting to offer and feel more secure, more grounded in your truth and your authentic self, so that you can offer it from a place of authenticity, and it's something that can bring in like a lot of healing, nurturing energies to your own heart. So you're being also offered some healing into, the parts of you that you may repress, Maybe spend some time out in nature. That will also help you go within. It'll help you be more centered in the present moment, because Mother Earth it helps us engage in our senses more of the physical body, and it helps us to be more present. So when we're out in nature, you feel the breeze, you see the animals, the trees, it's this beautiful vision that's around us, and because all of our senses are engaged, we're more present in that moment. And when we can do that, it's also a great space to help us be more reflective. It slows our energy down so we can be more present with ourselves and with our thoughts, so that we can process our emotions easier. We can process our thoughts easier because it slows them down, almost like where you can put them on a computer screen and you can see them a little more clearly, where you can process them and understand them, and bring in some healing, nurturing energy, bring your wisdom in. Where can you let go of some things that aren't serving you in your life, and where can you implement healthier routines and habits into your life? Where can you start moving forward to bring your dreams to manifestation here? So definitely being asked to go on a quest within, go within, and bring some nurturing, healing energy into your heart space, into the emotional body, and then activate your desires, your dreams, what it is you want to manifest and create for yourself moving forward. How can you be more authentically you? Alright, let me get a final card for you, pile number 3. Yeah, have you put yourself in a box, and how can you free yourself? We have wisdom coming through. God has a plan for me. I live here now, knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed thanks to all my efforts. Beautiful. I love that. There is a plan for you. You're always being guided. Be more into that divine flow. Trust that doors are going to open up for you. You are going to be guided along the path of your journey. Take small steps Know that you're going to be successful in all that you do because it's coming from your heart space. It's something you're very passionate about. I'll get you one more card. Woo! Okay. We have Serenity. Through love, release, and inner work, I know peace. I have a gentle view of life and welcome every step with confidence. I remain brave in the face of fear and have the wisdom to let the universe do its work. Look at that, coming into alignment here, pile number 3. Surrender all that's no longer serving you moving forward. Heal that heart space. Trust in yourself. Allow yourself to be your unique self. Communicate to any friends, any family that you share a divine connection with, and let them support you on this journey going forward, on what it is that you want to create and manifest in your life. And allow them to support you. Just be your authentic self. Know that you are loved and you are supported. Mother Nature is supporting you. The higher realms are supporting you. Trust in yourself. Take one step at a time on the path moving forward. Release yourself from feeling like you're trapped or that you can't make a choice. I feel like you've already made the choice. Like it's already there. You're just unaware, unsure of the steps to take moving forward. And so that's why it requires you to go within, listen to your intuition, listen to your heart, and let yourself be guided from that space, okay? All right, pile number 3. This was your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear from you. If this was your reading, if you feel like sharing your story, if you don't know what to say, just let me know. Pile number 3 resonated with you. This helps me so much grow my channel. I appreciate you all for being here and listening. If you've made it all the way through, I'm sending y'all so much love. Y'all take care and have a blessed day.